Okay, so look, lots of realizations here. Let's put this on. It's getting kind of nippy. Lots of realizations that I'm having. And really, truly, this energy right here, the withholding of information. I really like the Seven of Swords energy is so, it's so disgusting. It's so yucky. It's so slimy. But then again, then I realized I'm like, because what it represents is really just, you know, withholding information, being secretive, not being truthful, and hold on, what? No, not being truthful, right? But there's strategy. Strategy is also like withholding information. I'm thinking about like I'm even seeing this as like a guy, he's basically stealing these swords from a camp and then he's going somewhere else. What is he going to be using them for? He's omitting that shit from whatever, from these people, but for what purpose? And I don't think, and this is going to be so controversial, I don't think all lies are bad. I don't think so, but it's really just because of where the planet, where human beings are vibrating on, right? Because certain information or certain knowledge can be very, very harmful, very, very destructive, very dangerous, if just divulged. And that's why you really do have to get you really have to I guess take your time in learning life, learning lessons, learning about just traversing on this earth school, right? And it's really when you get to a point of, I'd say, truth in yourself, that's really when like there is really no need to deceive or to withhold, because I'm seeing even withholding carries a certain like a different vibration. Like it doesn't carry a vibration of like malicious intent. It's perhaps fear of being seen fully, and perhaps like going through whatever past experiences and like how that made you feel, whatever, blah 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 blah, and then you feel like, okay, being truthful or living in your truth or being truthful, let me just leave it at that, was met with resistance, harm, and it's crazy. That's what I'm saying, like on this realm, in this 3D, whatever, bruh, where's that gone? Okay, it's gone. But yeah, okay, I have to find it. That shiesty energy, it's just strategy, dude. It's strategy. Ew. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, I don't know where it is now. But yeah, Seven of Swords. It there's a need. There's a there is a need for it in this realm that we live in because of just how dense everything is, and just how polarized things are still here on this planet. You know, yeah, it's just annoying though, because like, you know, as you continue to ascend, you realize like, gosh, there's actually no need to be omitting anything. Yeah, but it's because of like vibration and where you are, you know, vibrating on. Because as we go higher, you know, we really remember that we are from source energy, we are love, we are, you know, one, and we're capable of pretty much everything and anything. So therefore there's an element of reverence and respect, true respect, for another being, because you know it's like, if you're gonna mess up the balance, you know what I mean, you're gonna mess up the balance. So I think really this message is about remembering the sacredness of secrecy. I have no idea what the fuck, but yeah, that's the message. That's the message right there. Remembering the sacredness of secrecy. And it's sacred only because we need to first be aware and learn, you know, how to be transparent with each other, and most importantly, like with ourselves. Yeah, because often, like, a lot of people are uncomfortable with kind of like being, or even feeling within themselves, you know, two-mindedness, you know, that kind of energy, or believing something and then next thing you don't. You have to challenge the beliefs, because they only become beliefs because we agree on a specific way of being or seeing or experiencing, whatever. And then that, from that perception, it becomes then truth. So ultimately, the energy I'm getting here is really just about honoring the dichotomy within you, within yourself, honoring the balance. Yeah, lifting the veil. It says defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Because in seeing our dichotomy, our, you know, duality, you really then authentically get to see that, man, you really are capable of almost everything. And sometimes we so true, if we so choose to, you know, we can create beautiful harmony, or we can create even more destruction. But yeah, it says here lifting the veil. And when we do lift the veil, you actually get to then see, you really get to then see that everything that is in existence is just is. Like, it is what it, like, it literally is just. And then here we come along, beautiful beings, giving it meaning, life. So if you have that power, why would you not wield that power for meaning that uplifts, meaning that inspires, meaning that actually gets shit done, meaning that is inclusive? Yeah, this collective needs to first learn lessons around true authenticity before you can move into pure love vibration. You know, because gosh, if you even omitting things from yourself, that's like the worst thing. That's honestly the worst thing. Because gosh, you can fool other people, but yourself, you gotta, like, you're with yourself 100% of the time. 100% of the time you're with yourself. Why would you not want that to be an amazing experience? But then again, belief systems, it's all these things, you know? That's why I'm saying it's being able to see yourself as like a tree in the forest, but also seeing all parts of you. So yeah, I guess I'm trying to say, like, seeing the forest for the trees. You're a human being, baby. Or you're whatever. But I'm assuming you're a human being. I'm assuming. And it's such a dope thing to be a human. It really is, because of this perception. The extent to which we have perception, that we can develop our perception. It's that's the thing about our perception. Like, you can literally open your eyes and look at something for the first time, although you've been seeing it the entire time, but you're looking at it with fresh eyes. Yeah. August 2026 is going to be very intense. It's going to be very, very dynamic. I actually want to pull an oracle card for that. Messages for this collective pertaining to August. It says meditate and contemplate. Don't we have, oh no, it's a Pisces full moon. It's a Pisces full moon. Lunar eclipse, that's going to be intense. But yeah, a fiery climax approaches, and there's that Sag energy, which is what I was channeling, seeing the forest from the trees, looking at the bigger picture. Okay, bringing love into the situation. So hence, really being within yourself requires, or being able to see others really requires first you to see yourself fully, because then you really won't see other people. You'll just see images that you have in your mind about that person or about that thing. You don't really see the true thing that's in front of you. It's all happening in here, and it's just like stories that you keep playing back, you know. It says a personal issue reaches resolution, and don't let your past hold you back. That's that South Node in Leo already in full swing here. Already in full swing. Advice for the collective for August 2026. It's crazy. It says ask the angels. Perhaps we do need more angelic support at this time, which is pretty much why we have to really be more honest, you know. It says here, be a spreader of love. Seeing a lot of communities, homes, the definition of home, that could be significant. That's upgrading, that's changing the definition of feeling of home. Yeah, live ecologically and harmoniously. So there's that chat again. You know thy neighbor, know thyself. Know thyself and none else or none other or none else can betray thee. That's the message. All that, yeah.